guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. We're filming Shop My Stash video today. I am ready. I'm ready to talk to you guys. I'm ready to move some of the stuff along. I'm ready to bring in some of the a lot of the new items that I purchased during Sephora's VIP sale. So if you're interested in this video, in my Shop My Stash video, please keep on watching. If you're new here, I do hope you consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy Shop My Stash videos, or if you enjoyed this video while you're watching it. Now let's go ahead and get into it. I most likely will take out quite a bit of the items in here. Some of them I did not use that much, but I'm ready to move them out. Some of them I really loved and used a lot. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the powders. The Laura Mercier Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. I don't know if you watched my my favorites video recently, but this was one of my favorites for I don't know, I've been using it, I can't remember how long it's been. Oh my god, I love this powder, and I did pick up a lighter shade of this during the Sephora sale. Maybe I'll pull in the lighter shade today, I don't know, or maybe I'll just pull in one of my other finishing powders. But I love this guy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out of here for now. The Kosas Feathery Cloud Set powder, or the shade is Feathery. Again, this is a really beautiful powder. It's so finely milled. It sets the skin beautifully without it being you know, too powdery or cakey or anything like that. I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out as well. The other powders I had in here, I had the Nakia Joy. Ooh, I love this powder. Beautiful for all over the face. It's beautiful under the eye, and you know, to set the whole face. Pulling that out. The Pat McGrath Labs, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Powder, and the shade is medium. Oh, yeah. Again, I just, every time I use it, I'm like, I think I'm close to finishing it, but then it's not. I do have a huge dip in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out for today. I'll put something else in its place. I do really like it. I do like it more with a damp sponge. I feel like it's less powdery and it sets the under eye beautifully. The shade medium is a little bit dark for me, but if I'm using a really light concealer, it works perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull that guy out. And the last powder I had in here was the Too Faced Banana Souffle Banana Cream Powder. I think I only used this guy once. It's okay. I like a banana powder for under my eye. I like that brightening effect. With this one, I find it that my concealer creases a little tiny bit with it. I don't go heavy-handed with it. Could be that I just need to apply it a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. Okay, for bronzers, highlighters, and blushes, we're just gonna lump all of these together because they were just gonna like all here. I guess I'll start with highlighters. I had the Revlon Skin Lights in the shade is Daylight? Daybreak Glimmer. This is a beautiful highlight. Definitely a dupe for the Amrezi highlighter, Anastasia Amrezi. I do really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. The other highlight in here was the Jouer, and I think this is Rose Quartz. Yeah, Rose Quartz. It's a blinding highlight. I do really like it. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. I'm pulling pretty much everything out. I did have the Dior highlighter in here. It's actually a blush, but it's highlighty enough. It's light that it could use as a highlighter. I did use it a couple times, and I found that the best way that it works, again, is if I set my face and then I apply it when my skin is still a little tiny bit tacky, damp from the setting spray. It's beautiful that way. Otherwise, I just don't see it. It does not have anything to stick to without that liquidy part from the setting spray. I am pulling this guy out. Okay, I did have the By Terry CC Brightening CC palette, and this is the first one, Sunny Flash, because they just came out with a new one for the summer. Lots of kickback in here. I like this a lot, actually. I like it more than I thought I was going to. When I first watched it, I was like, this is so underwhelming, but it's beautiful. I do use this as a blush. I did use this as a highlighter. I use this as a blush topper, and it's kind of like a, not a bronzer topper because it's too light for that, but kind of like a hybrid between a highlight and a bronzer topper. It's beautiful. The scent is overpowering, but I don't smell it on my face when I apply it, but it is beautiful. I definitely feel like I started to wear down some of the pattern, especially in the highlight part, in the center here, and this part too. But it's a beautiful palette, and again, it applies so much more beautifully than it swatches. So there's that one. For bronzer, I did have the e.l.f. Forever Sun-Kissed bronzer. This is the primer infused bronzer. I do really like the formula of this one, and the shade is pretty nice too. I did have a cream bronzer, which is the Milk Makeup. This is the matte bronzer stick, and I think this is the shade Baked. It's really pretty. It's super easy to blend. I do really like it, but I think I prefer the Bondi Bay over this still, the By Nude sticks. I did have a bronzer duo, the bronzer and contour duo, the one by Winglass. Is this it? Yeah. Ooh, this is so pretty. The contour is a lot more pigmented than the bronzer, so you just gotta go very light-handed with the contour part. It's like, okay, all of a sudden my light just messed up. Let's do it this way. The bronzer, I can build it up and build it up and build it up, and it gives that beautiful glowy sun-kissed look. It's really, really pretty. This is coming out. What else did I have? I did have the duo by Jaclyn Hill, the bronzer blush duo. It's beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. I just hate how bulky, like this part, it's just so big. Why does it have to be so big? I don't think the product is that deep in, so I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. I did have a couple blushes in here. The MAC, this is the Black Cherry collection. This is Look Don't Touch. It's a pretty shade. It's just, I felt like it was a little too pinky for me. I am still gonna keep it. I kind of considered exchanging it, but I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna hold on to it. It's pretty, just a little pinky, and it's like a light pink. It works beautiful as like a top in a different blush, but just to use this guy as a blush by itself is a bit too much for my liking, but there's that one. I did have the e.l.f. Primer Infused Shimmer Blush, and this is in the shade Always Cheery. This is so pretty, you guys. It's absolutely stunning. The shimmery part is a little bit too much. At some point, I would look and be like, ooh, wow, like I can see some texture, but if I apply it, you know, I don't apply it on the cheekbone part. I'm good. It's really, really beautiful on the skin. Very pretty color. And then the Cosmetics Heaven Glow Faded Clementine. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Really, really pretty. The shade is kind of like, again, with that, I don't need to use a blush and a bronzer. I can just use this guy kind of thing. It's super beautiful, and I do really like the formula. The packaging is bulky again, but it's all right. We're moving right along that. For foundations, I did pull in 2 other foundations other than what I had, you know, last time. Gosh, I almost couldn't get these out. Okay, so I have the Stellar foundation, which I didn't use. I think I'm gonna hold on to it this time around. I didn't use it because I wasn't feeling well, and then we went on like a mini vacation thing, and I didn't want to take this one with me. I wanted to take something that would be quick and easy, so I took the Nude Sticks tinted, what is it called? The Nude Sticks, this guy, the tinted cover foundation. This was so easy, so I took this with me. And then I tested out the Fenty Ease Drops, which I did really, really enjoy. And then I pulled this guy back out, the Rare Beauty foundation, because I kind of missed it. And then the Pretty Vulgar foundation didn't work for me. So I didn't get a chance to play with this hardly at all. So I am going to keep it in here for the next go round. And these two, I did play with the Rare Beauty. It's beautiful. I did wear it the day that I filmed my favorites video. I do really like that one. It's a little bit dark, but after like the getaway, I felt like I had a little tan, so I could do it. The Fenty Beauty Ease Drops. Ooh, this is so pretty. I think I'm gonna hold on to it this time around too. I'm gonna keep it, and I do want to pull in a third foundation. I know a little bit extra, but I know how I feel about this, but I think I want to reach for it a little bit more. And then this one, I do want to use some more before I move it out, the Stellar one. For concealers, I did have the Kosas in here. I had Tarte Ultra Creamy Concealer, and I had the Hourglass Vanish. I am gonna hold on to the Hourglass Vanish for one more go. I think maybe I want to try the Tarte a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna pull out the Kosas. I do have a new concealer that I want to use, and I do want to pull in, so we'll pull out the Tarte Ultra Creamy. The shade that I had is 35N medium. It was a little bit tiny bit dark, but I could make it work. I find that with a little bit darker concealer, it covers my under eyes better, but it doesn't brighten my face. So it's kind of like, okay, what do I want for that specific day? A bright under eye or fully concealed under eye? Yeah, kind of thing. For mascaras, I have these in here, which this is almost out. The same with this one. I'm gonna keep them until I finish them. I don't know if I pulled this guy in last time with you guys, but I'm waiting to open up the Pat McGrath because I like the two together. I'm gonna hold on to it, and then this one I'm just trying to use in a project. So many mascaras, right? And then for eyeliners, I have these, and I did pull in the $1 Billion brow pencil. It's like a universal shade because I finished the one that I was using, so I figured I'll work on this next. My Glossier Boy Brow is almost out, so we're gonna keep it in here to finish it up. For eyeliners, this isn't a project. I pulled in the Stubborn Brown by MAC. Oh, I really love this one. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. I'm gonna pull something else in, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Sephora eyeliner. It's a waterproof eyeliner. I've had it forever, but this is the shade Love Affair. It still works. It's still creamy. When I sharpen it, it's fine. So we're just gonna keep going with it. For single shadows, I had MAC I Like to Watch. Ooh, this is so pretty, you guys. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. I did really enjoy it. I've used it a couple times. I also had the Prolonged Wear Paint Pot, and this is the shade Bougie. I guess now I can get rid of the box. I don't need it. I made a dent in this. It is so pretty. It's such a pretty shade, and it sets beautifully. The other one, Babe in Charms, I am gonna go ahead and exchange or return to Ulta. I pulled it out of here, so that's gotta go. It just never sets. For primers, I had these two in here. I had the Hourglass Veil primer, and I had the La Masca Hydra Veil. I think maybe I'm gonna keep, I didn't use either, to be honest with you. Do I want to keep both of these in here? Yeah, I'm gonna keep both of them here. I'm gonna keep this one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep them both in here for next time. I am gonna go ahead and pull both of these setting sprays and primer mists out. The NYX Bear With Me, I did really like it as like a primer mist. I do want to pull that out. And then the Selfie Ready by Joa, and this is the matte one. I don't find that it's matte mattifying or anything, but I did really like it. I did use it a lot, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. We'll talk about lips in a minute because I did put some new ones in here. Let's talk about eyeshadows, eyeshadow palettes. I had 3 in here. I had the Naked Urban Decay Wild West. It's a really pretty palette. I did enjoy it. I think there were a couple shades I didn't choose. I did not use Cowboy Rick. I did not use, no, I used this one. I didn't use Bud on my eyes. Everything else I did use. It's really, really pretty. Definitely can create some grungy looks, but can create some lighter looks. I did really enjoy it. It's more on the cool tone that, like, these colors for sure are kind of like not what I usually lean for, but hey, it kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone a little. I am gonna go ahead and pull it out. The Wayne Goss eyeshadow palette. This is the Luxury Eye Palette, Imperial Topaz. I did travel with this one. It's a beautiful palette. The formula is amazing. I love the shades in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then the last palette I had in here is the Garden Variety by ColourPop. I was amazed by some of the shades in here, like this one, the Brood Them Up. Whew, that's pigmented. I I use quite a few of these shades. The shade Don't Leave, it's kind of like, although it says they're all like pressed powder palette, I felt like this had more of a Super Shock shadow texture. I don't know, I could be crazy. I did enjoy it. I definitely did not use all the shades in here, but that's okay. I'm ready to pull her out. And now let's talk about the lips that were in here. I am gonna keep a couple. This I introduced recently to the drawer. This is the Kaja Gloss Shot, and this is the shade Honey Drizzle. Beautiful. I am gonna hold on to this one for this go around. The Beauty For Real, it's actually a really nice lip gloss. It just I have to keep dipping in. I don't like applicators like that. I want it to be saturated when it come out, so I can just one swipe and be done, but that's okay. Pulling that one out. Now hold on to this one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Becca Glow Gloss, and this is in Lilac Geode. It's gonna come out. I am gonna go ahead and pull out the Gen Nude Everything by Bare Minerals. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. This is the shade Stone. It's so pretty, but I used it a lot. I'm also gonna go ahead and pull out the Balm. This is, I think the shade is Salute. It's beautiful. I've finished one of these before, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one out. Honestly, I did not use these two. I did use the M Cosmetics, but I think, no, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And I did not use Cruella. Is this Cruella? Yeah, this is Cruella. I did not use this one. So these three I did not use, so I'm gonna keep them in here. And I'm definitely gonna keep the Kaja because I did really like it. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back. I had pre-selected a lot of items that I picked up from the Sephora sale. So I'll show you these first, and then we'll shop my stash for older products. Alrighty, you guys, I put everything back, and now I'm gonna show you the stuff that I have pre-selected for the next 2 weeks. Some of these I have already used, like I've already used the Anastasia highlighter. Let me make sure that I'm in focus. I got my wife over here. Oh boy, here we go. So the Anastasia highlighter, this is the Iced Out highlighter. Again, this is a beautiful highlighter. It's stunning, actually. This is what the pattern looks like. It's really pretty. I am gonna go ahead and play with it a little bit more, so I am gonna put it into my everyday drawer. And I did use the Kosas Air Brow, the clear brow gel. Again, I'm gonna play with this guy a little bit more, so I'm pulling this guy in. Now I can throw away the packaging. All right. It's a really nice brow setting gel. Couple more things that I have pre-selected. I'll show you the eyeshadow palettes first. Let me move these out of the way. So I have picked out 2 eyeshadow palettes. My friend Valerie sent me this one. This is the Zoeva Opulence eyeshadow palette. Ooh, this is so pretty. Thank you, Valerie, for sending me this. Oh my god, I cannot wait to play with it. Totally my kind of eyeshadows. So I'm really excited to play with this one. I'm pulling this one in. The other eyeshadow palette is one that I picked up during the Sephora sale, and this is the Mary Jane by Melt Cosmetics. I've seen some reviews on this guy, and it's kind of like some people absolutely love it. Some people complained about the shimmers in here and having to, like, you know, use them wet or wet the brush and apply them, which is not that big a deal. I do really love the embossment on here. Is it called embossment if it's like raised up? I do really like that. The color story, when I first saw it online, I was like, that's a lot of gray, but then I saw it in person and it's beautiful. It is absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to play with it. We'll do some swatches at the end. So here's this one. Maybe I'll pick out one more eyeshadow palette, you know, like an older eyeshadow palette to use for, you know, the next 2 weeks, or maybe I'll just keep it at these 2. Maybe I'll just keep it at those 2. More products that I have pre-selected. For powders, I pulled in 2. I'm gonna use, I also picked up well, all of these, most all of these I picked up during the Sephora sale. I am gonna go ahead and try out the Sephora powder, and this is the Micro Smooth powder, and I picked up the shade medium. I supposed to be a good one. I haven't even opened it yet. So this one, and I also picked up the Dior face and body powder, no powder, and I picked up the shade 2N neutral. So I do want to try it out. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, which is always a good thing. So I'm going to pull that in. For foundation, I'm going to pull in the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I do want to test it out. For bronzers and kind of like, yeah, bronzers and contours, I also picked up the Melt Cosmetics stack, the Sculpt stack. This is the powder one, not the cream, because they have the cream and they have the powder. I was kind of torn if I want to pick up the Patrick Ta, which I think I'm still going to do the duo, the bronzer duo. But I picked up this one in store because I saw it in store. And I remember when they first like showed the images for this, I was definitely interested. Here we go. Maybe now we can see better. Maybe a little bit dark, like the two deepest shades are a little bit dark, but I can always use this as an eyeshadow. I do like dark eyeshadows. So there it is, the 4 shades in here. I think I'll enjoy it. Hopefully I do. I'm gonna hold on to the box just in case it does not work out for me, but there's that one. I picked up a couple products from Danessa Myricks. I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit tough to open, but this is the Dew Wet Balm, and I picked up the shade Hot Water. I thought I was gonna get like one of the, not the clear, there was like 3 shades total, but when I tried this in the store, oh my god, it's stunning. So I am gonna play with that one. And I picked up one of her Color Fix cream color for lip, cheek, eye color, and I got the shade Celebration. It's beautiful. This one I did open because, well, I just couldn't wait for a liquid eyeshadow. So I'm going to pull that in this time around. I think I'm going to go ahead. All of these are coming into the door. The Cream Blush Light by Melt Cosmetics, and I got the shade Sandy Cheeks. Looking forward to playing with that one. In the bronzer, this is Ilia in the shade Drawn In. I think this is, did I get the lighter or the darker one? Maybe I got the lighter shade. There's only 2 shades in here in this. Yeah, this is the lighter one. So I'm going to pull this guy in. And then I picked up the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer by Rare Beauty. So I do want to play with this one. I got the shade 210N. I did get this in my BoxyCharm. I want to try it out. This is Dragon Beauty Color Corrector. The shade is Lavender. These I think I picked up during Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is MAC in the shade Gingerly, blush in the shade Gingerly. So we're going to play with that. And this is a Nude Sticks and the shade is Beach Babe. This is going to be more of a blushy shade. Again, we'll do swatches for that later. I think the only thing that I do want to pick up, I do have plenty of eyeshadow. I do have powders, but I do want an under eye powder, and I do want to pull in one more concealer. So we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the other side and get some blushes and highlighters. Okay, for concealers, the one that I have really been wanting to play with again is this one by Too Faced. It was either this one or the Stellar one, because they do have the Stellar foundation. Which one do I want to do? Maybe I should do the Stellar concealer to kind of like go with the Stellar foundation, and then maybe next time we'll pull in the Too Faced one. So let's do this one, and then let's pull in powder. Okay, so for an under eye powder, which one do I want to pull in? How about we do, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Beauty Bakery Flower Better Not Bitter powder, and this is in the shade Yellow. I'm going to pull that in for under the eye. Maybe just one more powder, kind of like I could use for everything. I do want to finish in powder. Let's not forget that. So for a finish in powder, Maybe I'll do this one. I'm gonna go ahead, this one or the Milani. This is the Bare Minerals Invisible Glow. And the shade is medium, or the Milani. Let's do the Milani. It's been a while. Prep Set and Glow. I'm gonna do that one. Should I do one more? No, I think I'm good. Now let's go ahead. So we want a face palette. Maybe we'll do a face palette. Bronzers, I'm good. Maybe a blush. Anyway, let's go to the other side. Oh wait, we have a primer for the face, but we don't have a setting spray. So let me grab a setting spray real quick. Okay, so I think for face palette, maybe I'm gonna go in with kind of considering one of these. This is the Cheerleader, which has that cookie highlighter. Has Hoola and Gold Rush. This is beautiful. There's this one. I'm either considering this one or this one, the Tarte Hamptons Weekender. Remember, I really enjoyed it, and it's been a really long time. Actually, let's do this one. I haven't used it in a long time. Let's pull in this guy. Let's do one more bronzer, one more blush, and 2 highlights. That's all. Let's do it. 1 bronzer. Come on, Nanya. You can do it. You can pull in just one. A challenge. Challenge accepted. Challenge really difficult. Okay. If I was gonna use just 1 bronzer, which one would I pull in? How about I pull in, let me see. I'm kind of leaning, it's been a long time since I used this. Actually, since I first hauled it, I used it and then I haven't used it. The Kimchi Chic. It's actually a really beautiful bronzer. Really, really pretty. This is in the shade I Went to Waikiki. I think this will be good. Yeah, I think this will be a good one. Let's do this one. A blush. A single blush. I think I am gonna go ahead and pull in, which ones do we have in here? We have Incandescent Electra and Brilliant Nude. Ooh, I really like Brilliant Nude. I really like Incandescent Electra too. Or, let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm feeling a little ballsy, and I do want to try this guy out. This is Milani Coralina. It's super bright. It looks super bright. I don't know that I've used it on my face yet. I do want to try it out. So let's pull that guy in. And 1 highlight. Or sorry, 2 highlights. Okay, for highlighters, I can do 2. Let's see, which ones do I want to pull in? How about we do, okay, I think I will do, I don't really like this Artist Couture one. I really, really like it. I do really like a lot of my highlights. Most of them, or all of them. I think I will pull in, is this Zuma? Persona? Zuma? Yeah, let's pull in Zuma. And let's go ahead and pull in one of these. The Nabla highlighters. I think I'll do this guy. This is in the shade Privilege. It's either this one or what do we have here by MAC? Oh, you know what? I haven't used this one in a long time. Let's do this one instead. The Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Yeah, let's do it. An oldie but a goodie. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back and then we'll do swatches. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing lip products, you guys. What? Alright, Let me pull in some lippies. All right, guys, I went ahead and put everything back in here. It's the next day. I couldn't finish filming this last night or yesterday. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go through all the products that I selected for this Shop My Stash. We'll do swatches and that will be it. Let's go ahead and get started with powders. I'm really interested to dig my fingers into this Dior one. This is the Dior Backstage powder, no powder, I think, something like that. This is the shade 2N. Okay, wow, definitely almost no powder. All right, cool. I'm excited to try that. I think the shade will probably be good because barely pick up any powder. I do have the Sephora powder in here. I still did not open this guy. Open it. Okay, here's the Sephora powder. I think it's a powder foundation, maybe. I don't know. Natural finish. Baked face compact. I'm not sure. There it is. I think, I can't remember who I saw on Instagram when Sephora was having their sale, and they really recommended this one as like from the Sephora collection as a really good product. I do have the Milani Prep Set and Glow for a finishing powder in here. The only drugstore finishing powder I've tried. And then the last powder in here is the Beauty Bakery Better Not Bitter, and this is in the shade Yellow. So there's the powders. Now let's go ahead and do bronzers. So for bronzers, I do have the Ilia bronzer. I did pick up this during the sale, and this is in the shade Drawn In. I've been really interested in this one for quite some time. Ooh, that is very finely milled. I thought it would be too light, but I think it would be a really good shade. There's that one. I do have the Kimchi Chic, and this is in the shade I Went to Waikiki. This is the Taylor powder, Taylor collection. Yeah, significantly deeper. And this, I feel like this is a little bit on the red tone, but on the skin, this looks really, really beautiful. Taylor bronzer. And then the other bronzers that I have in here is the Melt Contour Stack. It says it's the medium to dark, or the Sculpt Stack. So let's go ahead and do swatches of that. Let me make sure my hand is clean. So here's the lightest bronzer. Oh no, I dug my nail in it. Darn it. Formula feels nice. This is the light to medium bronzer. This is, I think this is the, ooh, that feels really good. The light to medium contour. Yep. And this is, it's gotta be the medium to deep bronzer. Ooh, that is really deep. Okay. Medium to deep, medium to dark bronzer powder. And the last one in here is it's gotta be, this is the contour powder for medium dark. I think I could use these as eyeshadows because these are way too deep for me, for my skin tone, unless like I'm super tan. So there it is. The formula feels really nice. I'm really excited to try them out. All right, moving right along. Do I have more bronzers? I think there's the bronzer in here. We'll do this in a little while. Let's move on to blushes. I do have the nude sticks, and this is in the shade Beach Babe. These were half off during Ulta's sale, and then Sephora put theirs on sale. So I don't know if this is one of the shades I found at Sephora or if it was one that I found at Ulta. But I'm really excited for this. You guys do know how much I love my Bondi Bay. So there's this one. The other cream bronzer in here is by Melt Cosmetics, and this is in Sandy Cheeks. There weren't that many options in store. Ooh, that's a beautiful shade. I like the creaminess of it too. Oh wow, that's really pretty shade. Yeah, there were quite a few shades that were sold out during the sale. They're not that expensive to begin with, but it would have been nice to get, you know, to get them on the discount. And then we have the Milani Coralina. This is kind of like ooh, wow, that's super glittery. I don't know if I want to say glitter, but man, that's super shiny. Okay, we'll have to see how this works on the face. And then the last blush I pulled in is the MAC Gingerly. This I know I got from Ulta when they had them on 50% off. I've wanted Gingerly for a while. That's pretty. That's really pretty. So these are the blushes for this time around. And now we'll do highlights and then we'll do that face palette. I'm really excited for my blush options. Really excited for them. Alrighty, the highlighters. Let's swatch those. I pulled in the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's been a long time since I used it. Ooh, that's so beautiful. Always look like, okay, wow, I did not I did not remember that. This is Persona Zuma. Cali Glow highlighter in the shade is Zuma. This is intense, you guys. Ooh, that's an intense highlighter. Okay, and we do have Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Iced Out highlighter. It's such a beautiful highlighter. Totally surprised by how much I really like it, because it is that kind of like shifting highlighter, and I usually don't use those very often, but oh my god, on my skin tone it looked stunning. And then the last highlighter I have in here is the cream one, and this is the Hot Water shade by Danessa Myricks, and this is the Dew Wet Balm. I just hope that it's not gonna be like super tacky on my skin. Like I don't want my hair to get stuck in it. Here we go. But we're gonna do a little swatch. Okay, can barely see it, which is weird because in the pan it looks like it's gonna be, you know, deep. But it's just that glossy finish. Okay, I hope it looks really good on the skin. I guess that's why we're trying these before the 60 days is up. So in case I need to return something to Sephora, I could do that. Okay, now let's go ahead and swatch that Tarte palette. All right, so this is the Hamptons Weekender Contour Palette. So there's the blush, the highlighter, and the bronzer in here. This is the Farmer's Market. It's called Farmer's Market, Summer House, and Beach Getaway. Feeling this highlight after feeling the other ones, it's kind of like, oh, this kind of feels chunky. Okay, really beautiful. That bronzer is more of, I guess it's a contouring palette, so it feels more, the shade looks more of a contour shade, but that's okay, we can work with that. Looks really pretty. I don't use it very often for some reason, but now we will. For primers, all right, I pulled in like a primer water. I do use it after I use my powder, after I set my foundation. I apply this guy. I don't use it, sometimes I do use it as a primer water, and then I go in with another primer. So I do have the Smashbox primer water. I do have the Illamasqua Hydro Veil, and I kept that Hourglass Veil primer in here. For setting spray, I do have the Smashbox Photo Finish setting spray. It's actually a really nice setting spray. Makes my makeup last for quite some time. For foundation, I do have the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I did pick up the shade 25N. I do hope that it matches. This is 25 ml, just, you know, in case you're wondering. And it's pretty affordable. I think it's like $18, but they had all of the Sephora collection products for 30% off, so that was nice. I did leave in the Stellar foundation from last time, and I do have the shade S03, and I do have the Fenty Ease Drops in the shade 7. I do really like that guy. For concealers, I kept the Hourglass from last time, the Vanish Concealer, and I have it in the shade Sepia. I picked up the Rare Beauty Concealer in the shade 210N. I haven't tried it yet, so hopefully it's a nice one. And then I do have the Stellar Concealer, and this is in the shade S01. We have this guy, I will swatch that. The only thing in here that I pulled in new is the Kosas clear brow gel, and I pulled in the Dragon Beauty corrector. It's a purple corrector, so I'm not so sure how it's supposed. Is it for neutralizing? I guess. So what do you neutralize? Do I neutralize my under eye with this? Formula wise, it feels nice. It feels like it will set pretty nicely. We'll have to see. I don't play usually with correctors much, but it came in a BoxyCharm and I figured, yeah, I should just try it out. Okay, let's do eyeshadow palettes and then we'll do lippies. I only kept it at 2 eyeshadow palettes this time because I really would like to enjoy them. I pulled in the Mary Jane by Melt Cosmetics. I'm so excited and looking forward to swatching this. A lot of reviews said it was kind of not the best, but we'll just have to see. I absolutely love the it's like sticks out. So it's not an embossment. What's the opposite of embossment? Outbossments? In, out, you know, I don't know. Okay, we're gonna do swatches. We're gonna start with the mattes because those supposedly were good. People did not complain about the mattes in here. They only complained about the shimmers. So let's swatch these mattes. Here is Mary. Ooh, I love the shades. Which one was this? Was this Rubia? What is Rubia? I don't know. Okay. I see you. Ooh, such a beautiful shade. Gaspar? I don't know. So there's the mattes, and then let's do the shimmers. Let's see. These are all the complaints. So here's Mary Jane. Here is Sweet Lucy. Ooh, didn't have an issue with that one. Here's Bamba. What's this one? Santa Maria. This is Mary Jane. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Sweet Lucy. It's like textured. And I don't know what this one was. Santa Maria. Oh, okay, these are really pretty. I guess Mary Jane is one that you might need to wet your brush, maybe. The other ones seem to be fine. There's only 2 shades left, so let me go ahead and swatch those 2. Okay, so there's Beau, and there is Callie. Here's Beau, and here's Callie. Pretty. Oh my goodness, super beautiful. I cannot wait to play with this. Definitely my kind of color story. For some reason, I thought it was more gray from the pictures they had online. But I find it to be kind of like, okay, neutrally, but definitely warm tones. I mean, look at these 3 over here. Beautiful. I cannot wait to play with it. Holy smokes, that's beautiful. Hey, holy smokes. Okay, look at that. Look at those shades, man. Wow. Super excited for that. Next is the Opulence palette by Zoeva, and this was sent to me by my friend Valerie. I like how sleek it is, and the colors in here. Ooh, beautiful. I don't think I've tried any Zoeva eyeshadows. This will be my first one. I'm definitely gonna swatch Kohinoor. Oh gosh, I don't know. Kohinoor? K-O-H-I Noor. Okay, N-O-R. Okay, Golden Years. Let's do this one. The Only Delight. We're definitely gonna do this one. Imperial. Nice formula. Okay, this one seems a little dry. Here we go. Can build it up. Oh. Hello, let's focus. Okay, excited. And I do want to do a couple more swatches because, well, why not? That blue, man, it's so pretty. That would be so beautiful all over the lid. Looking forward to that. Get Your Glory, Queen for a Day, Sense of Movement, Society Figures. Oh man, that feels so nice. Queen for a Day, look at that shade. Oh my gosh, that's like an olive to green kind of shade. Olive to green, olive to gold. All right, I think they might need some building up, but I have no problem with that. Really pretty. Really excited for this one. Should we do the last two shades? I guess yes, why not? So we have Industrial Fortune and we have High Chair. Industrial Fortune and High Chair. Ooh, pretty. Really pretty underbone highlights, underbrow highlights, or brow bone highlights. There we go. I'm so excited. Thank you, Valerie, for sending that to me. I'm really excited to use it. I have one more shadow to swatch for you guys, which is the Danessa Myricks, the Color Fix Cream Color. I got it to use as an eyeshadow. This is the shade Celebration. I don't think I could use this as a blush or as a lip color because, well, I'll swatch it and then you'll see why. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's like a metallic chestnut color. Oh, I cannot wait to use it. It is so pretty. I think I'll just use kind of like do a one shadow look with just this guy. Super pretty, and maybe I can top it with one of the shades from the Opulence palette, you know, like a golden shade. Ooh, that would be so pretty. Or maybe this will be really pretty with that blue color. I'm gonna have to play around with that. So there's that one. And then for lip products, I did go ahead and pull in some lippies because I just didn't think that I had enough options. And I think I'm gonna have to do like a system for lips again, kind of like randomly selecting them, because I feel like, I don't know, that maybe I'm reaching for the same stuff, or I don't know what to pull in, but we're just gonna do swatches of what we have here real quick. All right, so I went ahead and I swatched the lip colors. Let's go through them real quick. We'll start with this one. This one over here is by Hank and Henry, and this is the matte liquid lipstick, and the shade is Petal Pusher. Super beautiful. I haven't used liquid lipsticks in a while, so we'll see. That should be good wearing a mask. You know, it won't transfer. Right next to it is by Lime Crime, and this is the shade Red Rose. Such a beautiful color. Over here is by Julep, and this is in the shade Say Hello. This is the matte lip mousse. I do really like these. I do really like the formula. I will just have to see how it's gonna go on my lips because it felt a little dry, but I could be wrong. We'll have to see how it goes on the lips. Right over here is NARS Cruella, a favorite of mine. I absolutely love it. Over here, the first one is by Buxom, and this is the Plumping Full-On Plumping Lip Polish. The shade is Claire. It's like a pink with gold shimmer to it. It's really beautiful. Over here is by Kaja, and this is the Gloss Shot, and the shade is Honey Drizzle. Super comfortable. I love it. Right over here is by Lime Crime again, and this is the Lip Blaze Butter and Glaze. This is the shade Clover. Super comfortable on the lips. This is the only one I kept. I had a trio. This is the only shade I kept, the deepest one of all three. It's super pretty on the lips. And then the last one over here is by Bobbi Brown. This is the Crushed Liquid Lip in Give a Fig. I love the shade. I love the formula. I can't wait to use it. And then right over here is the lip liner that I'm just trying to finish up this year. It's by Essence, and this is the Stay lip liner, waterproof, and the shade is Tea Time, right over here. This is it, you guys, for this week's or this time's Shop My Stash. hopefully I'll be able to film it again pretty soon. Maybe 2 weeks, get back on a schedule for every 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let me know, what did you pick up at Sephora during their sale that you're super excited to use or you've been loving, or maybe that didn't work out for you. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.